Hey everyone, Game Perfection here. Now I'm going to be telling you today about a new little ARK spin-off series that I'm going to be doing on my channel. And it is all related to the new standalone game that's been released. So you may not know, you may not know that Wildcard released the ARK Survival of the Fittest game. They've transformed it from a total conversion into a completely standalone game. Now, this game is available on Steam at the moment, and it is absolutely free to play. You do not need to have ARK Survival Evolved main game itself in order to download and play this game. It is completely standalone and absolutely free. That is how awesome Wildcard are. If you don't know what it is, it's basically a team deathmatch type game, so it's completely PvP, player versus player, and you can play free for all, or you can play within tribes with friends, with random people, etc. So let me just get on to what my new series is all going to be about. Oh, and before I forget, look at that artwork. That is awesome. That was created for ARK Survival. And I mean, look at King Kong. He is awesome. Okay, so this is the new screen for ARK Survival of the Fittest, and it comes with some awesome new music. It's created by the same composer as the guy that did music for Survival Evolved, and that is Gareth Coker. I hopefully pronounced that name right. I will drop links to his webpage and his Twitter in the comments below, so you can check him out if you want and show him your appreciation, because it is some awesome music. He also did music for Ori and the Blind Forest, I believe, so if you're familiar with that game, you are familiar with some of his music. Okay, so my series is going to be Road to Rewards on SOT. Now, reason I've called it Road to Rewards is because you get rewards in SOTs based on a scoring system, and you get different types of rewards as you progress, and that's what I'm going to be doing. So if I just show you some of the rewards, these are the rewards. So the common rewards, which I don't believe you need any certain amount of score, you will randomly get them. I'm not quite sure yet how you randomly get them or when you get them. I'll have to experience that as I go through it. But so you got Wooden Survivor's Hat, Old Eyeglasses, Trike Helmet, Hunter Hat. Now some of these are actual items that you may have already got in the main game, but because it's a standalone game, that doesn't transfer across. So these items are for this game only, and they will stay with you once you get them. So if we go down a bit further, we've got uncommon. So you need to get a score of more than 2,800. I'm not sure at the moment how long it will take to get to 2,800. I don't believe it will take that long, so I think that's going to be a bit easier to get. But it may take, I think it's going to take quite a few matches, particularly if you're at my skill level for PvP, which is pretty much none, because I have no experience, really, no skill or experience in PvP. In regards to ARK, I just play single player, and I'm not playing it the way the game's meant to be played. I play it the way I want to play it. So based on my experience and skills on PvP, it's going to be very difficult for me to progress through this. It's going to be time consuming, but fun nonetheless. And then it goes up to 5,500 score. It's got two groups here. I'm not quite sure if that's meant to be the same, but some various different hats. Whether people will be wearing these hats in the game as they're playing or not, I'm not sure, because some people will be playing this game in it to win it, and they're not necessarily going to want to be wearing a Santa's hat running around. So you may not see people wearing these, but they're nice little items to have to show that you've reached those scores. Then you're getting a lot higher, 8,000. This is going to take me forever to get to, I believe. So you get to the Golden Survivor's hat. It has the soft logo on the front, which is pretty awesome. The stomping glasses, they are pretty cool glasses. And then the top hat and the chieftain hat. Then you get to the very, well, I wouldn't say very difficult, because that's left to last. But you get to the extremely rare items, which is the Diamond Survivor's hat and the Dodo Rex hat. 10,000 plus score. Now, what I'm going to be doing in this series is I'm going to be trying to achieve those items. That is why it's the Road to Rewards. Basically, it's just going to be taking me time to get to those scores. And what I'm going to be doing in the series, each match is going to be about half an hour long. I'm not going to be in each match for half an hour, because I know I'm going to die pretty early on in a lot of the matches. So I'm going to be creating highlights from my matches in the road to these rewards. So they're going to be highlights. So hopefully I'll get quite a few. But the reward that I really want to get, I know that I'm not going to get it. It's going to be extremely difficult, and I think it's going to be difficult for a lot of people. Even for the really advanced PvP players, it's going to be difficult, but it's going to be difficult in terms of it's going to take quite a long time, and I don't think I'm going to get there. But it is the Bionic Giga, and unfortunately, especially unfortunately for me, it's not down to a score-based reward. It's down to a win-based reward, and you have to win 200 ranked matches. So it's going to be difficult for me to win one ranked match, let alone 200. And the awesome thing about the Bionic Giganotosaurus costume is that it's transferable into ARK Survival Evolved if you have the main game. You can't get it in the main game, you can only get it from Survival of the Fittest. But it's transferable, which is pretty awesome. Okay, let's just have a quick look at what Survival of the Fittest looks like in the menu system. So if we go to ranked, you have free for all. We got here. So you can see the stats here. It's got 1500 here. I'm not sure what that's in relation to, whether that's a default. I'm not quite sure about that. Total number of players, you can have up to 25 players, so that's quite a lot. And some people do die right at the start on the platform, and I will explain about that in my first highlights video. So you've got the top ranked players. So as you can see up here already, some people are already in the 3000. So I'm not saying it's going to be easy to get the first rewards, because these are the top 10 ranked, so it's still going to require skill and effort. But in terms of scores, it also comes down to just how often you play as well. Then you've got two player teams, so you have tribes of 2 players, so you start doing some team working. And as you can see, number of total players 40, and you've got a top 10 already. Then we go on to tribes of 4 players. There are no ranked players at the moment, but the game did only come out yesterday. And total number of players 60, and the same for 6 player teams. There's no top ranked at the moment, and you can have up to 72 players. That is a huge amount of players in one game. And of course the length of the matches increase as well, so for free for all it's 35 minutes. So that is it. That is going to be my new series. I'm not quite sure how it's going to go at the moment, because I haven't started any matches. I might not be bringing out videos that frequently on this because as it's going to be a highlight video, it's going to take, because I think I'm going to die quite quickly and easily in this game, it's going to take a few matches, I think, to get enough content for one highlight video. And I'm not quite sure what the highlights are going to be yet. But as I say, I'm going to be doing this to try and get those rewards up until the 10,000 score, and then try and focus on the Bionic Giga skin. So that's going to be my new series. I don't know how it's going to go. Hopefully it will be lots of fun. Hopefully you will tune in to watch it, see how I get on. And I will see you very soon in the next video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.